the Apostle John mean when he says that God is love in 1 John chapter 4? That word love is used in English in a very broad or generalized sense. Because in the same way that I could say I love my wife, I could also say I love Taco Bell, I love my dog, and I love my job. Those are all true statements, and yet they have no variation in verbiage. The word love is what is much too broad, has lost a lot of depth when converted to the English language. In the Bible, what we see is there is so much depth to love because the Greek language, in Koine Greek, has a specified word for styles or forms of love. There's different kinds. For example, storge love is what we would call familial love. It's one out of position and obligation. It is love for a family member to another family member because of the position that you hold in each other's lives. There's filial love or brotherly love. So that would be two peers who have shared interest, shared experience, shared affection for one another. It's two friends. This brotherly love, this shared loyalty to one another. And then you have eros love, which is an erotic or romantic love, a sexual love between two partners, two spouses. That is, again, a much deeper, different kind of love than the ones that we've talked about before. But the word for love used by the Apostle John in 1 John chapter 4 or John 13 when he says that we are to love each other as Christ has loved us, that we will be known by the way that we love one another. That word is agape love. Agape love points to a much deeper meaning, a much deeper truth of love. And this is unique to discussing God and the way that He loves. This is a selfless, a self-sacrificial love that expects nothing in return. All those other relationships are mutual. They're reciprocated. It is a brother and a brother, a sister and a friend, a husband and a wife. You love one another, you give to one another, and the relationship flourishes and grows. What we see with God is that the relationship He enters into with us is entirely one-sided. That He brings the benefit, He brings the joy, He puts in the effort, and He bears the cost, all for us. That is an agape love, a love that looks at us as valuable even when we don't bring anything to the table. That is our God, and He is love.